Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Premier Injuries Daily Update. Game week 12 is just around the corner, so I'm going to kick things off in the early kick-off at Leicester, who entertained Chelsea first thing. Now, Leicester have been dealt a huge blow. Brendan Rodgers confirmed Youri Tielemans has not recovered from the calf problem that ruled him out of the recent internationals. Initial timelines suggested it would be around 2 to 3 weeks, but now it looks like it could be up to a month. All Brendan Rodgers would say is that Tielemans should be back before Christmas. Again, no other specifics with regards to that problem. The silver lining for Leicester supporters and Foxes fans, James Justin, he is nearing a return following a significant spell out due to an ACL problem. However, he won't be involved in the first team just yet. Brendan Rodgers wants to integrate him with the under-23s, get him some minutes, build that load up, and then gradually introduce him to the first team. He wants to protect him, and he wants to make sure that when he's back, he stays back and he doesn't suffer any kind of recurrence or re-injury or further setbacks. Mark Albright is also back in the Foxes squad after recovering from the challenge that he picked up in the injury that he picked up from a horrendous challenge in the Europa League. The visitors, Chelsea, they've had their own significant injury issues to deal with in recent times. Good news with regards to Romelu Lukaku. He has been spotted on the training pitches. A lot of straight line running. My own expectations would see Lukaku named on the bench. Chelsea have a big week with some key games coming this week. So I think after a month on the sidelines, it would be a little bit too risky from Thomas Tuchel to throw him straight back in there. But Mason Mount does stand a chance of starting, in my opinion. Of course, he had that infection in his wisdom teeth. He's since had surgery to remove that, and he has been training normally. There have also been question marks over Marcus Alonso, Mateo Kovacic, and also Timo Werner. Now, Werner's the one that I'm most concerned about at this moment in time. The others have been in and around Cobbin, whereas Werner, that hamstring issue that we know, he's been missing from all of those training ground pictures, and we know high re-injury, high recurrence rates coming into a busy period. He might be one that isn't risked this weekend. On to Graham Potter in Brighton. They travel to Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa at Villa Park. We know that Robert Sanchez suspended for that challenge for denying Callum Wilson a goal-scoring opportunity. That means Jason Steele comes into goal for Brighton. Elsewhere, Aaron Connolly, he's recovered from a heel issue, and also Dan Burn, he landed awkwardly. There was a little bit of knee inflammation, but imaging has confirmed that there's no serious damage, so he should be in and around that squad. Enoch Mwepu, he picked up a muscle problem, both to his adductor, groin, and hamstring against Newcastle. That forced him off at halftime. He wasn't involved in the recent internationals. This weekend comes too soon, but it's not thought to be serious, and he could return to face Leeds. Otherwise, it's pretty much as you were for Brighton. Now, Burnley, the big one, Sean Dyche spoke early on Thursday afternoon. Generally, the squad is in pretty good fitness. Aaron Lennon's back after illness. Dale Stevens, he has been playing some behind closed doors games, but won't be considered after ankle surgery. Ashley Barnes, he faces a late fitness test for a minor muscle issue. And that, Barnes may not be pushing for a start 11, but it could depend on the fitness of Maxwell Cornet. Now, at the time of the press conference, he hadn't returned from international duty. We're not aware of any issues, but like I say, if something presents later on, then that may cause a bit of a problem, and Ashley Barnes may be in contention to play alongside Chris Wood. Otherwise, you're looking at Matai Vidra or Jay Rodriguez. At Southampton, practically a full bill of health there for Ralph Hasenhüttl. One confirmed absentee, which is Jack Stevens. We know that's long-term. So that means it's good news with regards to Nathan Redmond, COVID, Livramento, who pulled out the England under-21 squad, and also James Ward-Prowse, who was withdrawn because of illness from the England squad. And also, if you missed previous videos, I mentioned about Amanda Broja. Several sections of the media reported that he had suffered a slight setback. Some said it was a muscular issue. Others said it was a recurrence of his recent ankle problem. That isn't the case. There was no injury, there was no setback, so he is fit, available. But whether he can force his way into that starting lineup, I'm not so sure. I think it could be Adam Armstrong and Shea Adams leading the line for the Saints this weekend. And finally, Watford, Francesco Serralta, only just returned from a hamstring problem, went away on national team duty with Chile, and it looks like he's picked up, again, another hamstring issue that's going to put him several weeks on the sidelines. For those wondering, Christian Kabasele, he's around about a fortnight away from joining the team on the training pitches, which sort of implies that it could be maybe 3 to 4 weeks before he's even considered for a first team return. Kuka, he's serving a one-match ban following his dismissal against Arsenal. Peter Taibu, he's also on the sidelines following thigh surgery. So that means the injury to Ozan Tufan, the Turkey international, picked up a knock while training with the national team. That causes a few problems in midfield for Claudio Ranieri. We see that probably Tom Cleverley may come in, but fingers crossed Tufan, who will have a late fitness test, can pass those. That's it for Thursday. We'll provide a full roundup, as always, in Ben 10 on Friday. But if there's anything that you do need to know, pop your questions in the comment box below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But for now, that's all.